Hey guys, what's going on? It's the boy who had 7. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out another video. So in today's video, guys, I got the biggest book that I've ever purchased in my collecting history, and I want to share it with you. Stick around to see what I got. Alright guys, here it is. Y'all saw last week that I picked up Amazing Spider-Man 129. 9.8 white pages. That is the highest grade that it gets, the best that it gets, and I picked that up for the girl who had 7. The Punisher is her favorite character, and I can say that journey is done. This week, guys, man, have I had a month. I'll tell you what, we're going to come out with a video, and I'm going to show all the books I've picked up in the last month. It's going to blow your mind, because it blows my mind. But here it is, guys, the biggest book in my collection. I'm proud to introduce to you guys Hulk #1 in a 3.5 with white pages. I'm in love with it, guys. This is the first appearance of the Incredible Hulk, Bruce Banner, General Ross, Betsy Ross, Rick Jones. It's written in May of 1962 by Stan Lee, drawn by Jack Kirby. It doesn't get much better than this, guys, and I am in love. Look at this beautiful copy. It's the perfect copy for my collection. I'm so happy to have it, and guess what, guys? It cost a pretty penny. But that's why I want to make this video, because I want to share some things I learned along the journey so I can help some of you collectors out there focus and make some sacrifices and get some grails like this. Alright guys, so I want to take you on a little journey and share with you 4 tips that I've learned for myself that can help you guys get a hold of your grail. Alright guys, this is a mega grail, and this takes a lot of sacrifice, hard work, and dedication to get this. But I guarantee you ask yourself these 4 tips and change your collecting in these 4 ways, you're going to get a hold of your grail. If you're after Deadpool's first appearance, New Mutants 98, you'll get there. If you're after Thor 337 because you love Beta Ray Bill, you're going to get there, guys, okay? This first tip that I have for you is this. You need to ask yourself why you are collecting. And once you come up with that answer, then you need to turn that into how you collect. So ask yourself, why am I collecting what I'm collecting? What I came to find out, guys, is that over the last 6 years since I jumped back in the game, it took me a while to figure it out. But this is what I've come up with for myself. The reason I collect comic books is because I love comic books. I love heroes, I love art, I love stories that inspire, I love characters and excitement, and I love fiction. And I thought about that, and I'm like, yeah, I do love this stuff. I do love reading. I do love looking at the comics. I do love learning about them. I do love being inspired. And so I took that idea and said, okay, well, look at your collection. You've got a lot of books, and you're purchasing a lot of books on a weekly, monthly basis that have nothing to do with your love, right? And so I thought, okay, the reason I collect, I'm going to turn it into how I collect by saying I'm only going to collect comic books that mean something to me, that have some type of attachment to me, whether it's to my childhood, to a character that inspires me, to a story or a run that I've read. I'm only going to collect comic books that mean something to me. So no more just getting everything that I see, being influenced by whatever's hot. I'm only going to collect what means something to me. And that is the first step that you have to ask yourself and that you have to change about your collecting habits, because it'll affect everything else, all right? So once I knew what I was doing, the second thing that I wanted to tell you guys, the second tip is look at your pull list and the books that you purchase on a weekly or monthly basis, all right? And change them, cut back on them. This was really hard for me, guys, because my pull list was humongous. At one point, I was spending $200 a week to pick up books. And if you think about that, you're spending $200 a week. How much is that a month, guys? $200, $400, $600, $800 a month. That's insane. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, just saying it. Woo! So I've been cutting down my pull list, and I got to the point where it was really hard. And then I asked myself, okay, Nightwing, let's take Nightwing for instance. I love Nightwing, awesome character. But am I collecting Nightwing because the story is still riveting and amazing? Or am I collecting Nightwing because I'm a completionist? Once I realized, yeah, I'm still only going with the story because I want to have every issue, but the story stinks. The whole Rick Grayson thing, sorry if it's your thing, my bad. But for me, oh my gosh, it's horrible, guys. It is horrible. What's up, Nana? So I decided, you know what? I need to cut that out. And I started looking at all my other pull lists. And I'm telling you this, guys. You may have a humongous pull list or you may have a small one. Cutting 3 books out of your pull list. Check this out. 4, 8, 12. It's $12 a week. We can justify to ourselves, oh, it's only $3 here. It's only $12 there. But now take $12 a week times 52. There's 52 weeks in a year. That's $650 that you just saved only by cutting 3 books from your pull list. Well, I've cut something like 20, guys. And you may look at your pull list and say, yeah, I'm not getting this because I love this, or I think this is the next hot book, so I'm gonna pick it up, only to find yourself stuck with something. So look at your pull list, look at the books you're purchasing every week, and cut back. Take the money that you would have spent, because we're all spending money that we have. You should have a little comic book budget. Take that money and make a little nest egg and start building it up, all right? The third thing, which goes exactly along with this idea here, is to cut back on speculation. And my tip is gonna be no spec. Guys, I think this one right here is the biggest villain and the biggest enemy to you getting your mega grail. Let me tell you why. Everything right now on YouTube, if you're watching this, you're somebody that watches YouTube, you're somebody that gets into the community, you know that books are coming out all the time that are hot. We've got several YouTubers that make a lot of money off of sharing what books are hot. And though that's a great thing, some people end up watching those videos and going and spending exorbitant amounts of money on these hot books. Well, here's the thing, and you can ask JP's Budget Collecting in his beautiful videos where he looks at books that were hot 6 months ago and he tells you today what they're selling for. And you'll find that 80 to 90% of those books, guys, after they're hot, they drizzle, they fall, they nosedive, and they're not worth a tenth of what you paid for them. I'll tell you a few things that I've done. I've looked at books, I saw that they were hot, and I decided, okay, they're asking $80. It's a $3.99 book, but it's hot. And in my mind, I'm justifying it's gonna get hotter, it's gonna get big. Well, here's the problem, guys. If the book is already on the hot list, it's too late to buy it unless you find it for cover price, all right? I bought a whole bunch of books at $40, $50, $60, $80, $100, only 4 months later to not even be able to sell them for a quarter of that. And I'm stuck now with a whole bunch of books that were hot because of the cover, because of the artist, because there was some supposed character that was gonna come out. I'll give you an example. Batman 89 drops next week. They're already on eBay. Jump on right now and check it out, selling for $50, guys. So maybe you catch lightning in a bottle like Thanos 13. You get lucky. You spend $80 or $50 on that book and you CGC it and you sell it for $150. Great, awesome. But 80% of the time you're not gonna catch lightning in a bottle and you're gonna pay $50 for a book that you're not gonna be able to get rid of 4 months later for $3.99. You don't wanna get stuck in the spec game, guys. I've got a friend of mine, and I'm not gonna say his name, but right now he is struggling with himself because he wants to buy a 1 in 500 ratio modern book for $850. And I keep telling him, dude, there are so many other books that you could spend $850 on. And if you have $850 of disposable income a month, put it away in that nest egg. Save for 1 year and you'll be able to buy a $12,000 book. If you got $850 to spend a month, be wise. Put it away. You can get something much greater than a 1 in 500 variant that's gonna drop in price and be worth $200 in 4 months, in a year, in 2 years, right? So no spec, guys. Stay away from the spec game. Now, that means when you're a buyer, okay? If you walk in next week and there is 5 copies of Batman 89 at $3.99, buy all of them. Throw them on eBay, make some money, and build up that nest egg. But don't be the person that buys them for $40, $50, okay, guys? That really saved me a lot of money. Not only dropping pools and dropping books that I was buying here and there because they were hot, the spec books, I put them away, I stopped doing it, and I started seeing that nest egg get bigger and bigger and bigger, all right, guys? And the last thing is this, and this is my 4th tip. Make your comic book collection make you money. My wife came to me and said, yeah, you're done, bro. There's no more spending our home money for comic books. If you want any more big books, then you gotta sell your other books. And so that was horrifying to me. No way am I selling these books that I spent so much time and so much care collecting. But the fact that I'm running out of space, and the fact that I want expensive books like this, and especially the fact that the wife said I couldn't do it anymore, it led me to start letting go of comic books, guys. I did. Those books that I bought for $3.99 that I was holding on to hope in the future they were going to make me a whole bunch more money, I cut ties with them at 75 bucks and made a good profit. I just recently sold my Fantastic Four #2, 2,000 bucks, guys. It was hard for me to get rid of it, but now I turned that 2,000 bucks into this. I'm so happy. It's easy now, right? I recently sold an Avengers 196, 9.8 white pages. You guys know how I love those 9/8s with white pages. When I was putting it in the box because someone bought it on eBay for $1,200, I was almost shaking because I was getting rid of something that I love so much. And then when this baby came in and that money went towards purchasing this, it made it so much easier, guys. Look at your collection, and with tip number 1, ask yourself, why do I have this book? Does it mean something to me? Do I have a connection to it? Nope. Let's sell it and buy something else I do have a connection to. And there it is, guys. Those are my 4 tips for you. I guarantee if you look at your collection and you go through these tips with the way that you collect, you can end up saving and making some money. And I promise you guys, you can turn it into a mega grail, guys. I did not think 6 years ago that I would ever be able to purchase a Hulk #1. And this has become a reality because I'm being wise, I'm staying away from spec, I'm cutting back on things I really don't care about, and I'm turning my own collection into a better collection. Oh, heck yeah, I'd much rather have this book than the books that I sold. And guess what, guys? Fantastic Four #2 will come around again. Avengers 196 will come around again. Guess what? I just won one for free. About to sell this one too, right? They're there. You're going to find them. Be wise. Purchase your books at the right time. I definitely didn't buy this at the first price that I saw it. I haggled. The guy on eBay changed his price 3 or 4 times, went down. I messaged him and said, hey, will you take this offer? Yes, I will. I saved a lot of money. I purchased this Hulk #1, and today this video is for me to share that journey with you. I hope these 4 tips help you, and if they do, let me know in the comments. Come back and tell me that this video helped you. If you have some other tips that might be good for those listening to this video right now, leave them in the comments down below, guys. If this is your first time watching the video, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sticking through to the end. I hope you take the moment to maybe subscribe and like this video. And for all of you guys that are always here, I love you so much. Thanks for all that you do. As always, guys, I'll talk to you later. And you know how it is, mischief managed.